Okay, this is a Starry vlog. Yeah, I know, I'm out having fun again. I gotta grab the camera and show you, what I'm doing, because this is part of daily life, but rude out here on the lake today. I'm actually down by Coeur d'Alene. I don't like Coeur d'Alene. Too many people, yeah, it's just city, and even though they have a very beautiful area, it's like when you go to the lake, and this is a huge lake, they bring the city with them. So you've got people with their boats, and they speed, and they drink, and when you're in a kayak, they don't care. They don't care if they run you over. They don't care about slowing down. There's no speed limit out here. There's no cops out here. They don't care. I barely made it over here from the boat landing, and luckily I'm a very proficient paddler. But I want you to look. Okay, look at this big boat here. I'm going to put you around my neck. I'm going to prove to you how horrible these people are. And they're horrible. I just had a big boat like this, if you see this one over here, come right towards me. Didn't slow down, just came right towards me like he was going to run me over. And as you can see, this one here, they're not slowing down. They don't care. It doesn't make any difference if I was out there by him or if I'm trying to tuck myself next to the docks. Look at these people. Nobody slows down. He's got $1 million boat. You think he cares? He don't care. Now, granted, there's always the 1% that are, they try to stay away. They go around. They don't come too close. But I tell you, if you want rude drivers, come out onto the lake on a weekend like this, and you will see people who don't care. I mean, I don't think they care if my kayak flips over and I'm floating a belly down. In fact, I know that for a fact. And when me and my husband were out on the other big lake, we tipped over in the shoreline. Luckily, we were by the shoreline, and people just watched. They just watched. And once again, luckily, we're very proficient paddlers. I mean, and I'm actually out here not with a kayak blade. I am with a single blade paddle. It's a canoe paddle. And that's because I'm very proficient with the canoe paddle. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, let's see these people. Let's see if they'll go around. Or they'll just jam me into the dock. Watch this. Okay, just be friendly. There we go. There we go. And I used to wave. I used to wave all the time. People don't wave. They look at you funny. But this is the part of, my vlogs and my adventures. I like going to other places. I like adventure. And you don't know until you go. And this was on the map. It was right outside of Coeur d'Alene. In fact, I brought my bike and I'm going to do some road biking. The Ironman is actually going on. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop at this bay. It's called Windy Bay. And just put in here. Well, that's how you learn. Obviously, I'll probably never come back to this bay. But now that I'm here, I make the best of it. And actually, the waves, I like the waves because they're very challenging. I mean, I really do. It's kind of cool. But the rudeness, yeah, that's just part of it. If you're not a kayaker or a canoe paddler, you'll never know how disruptive a boat can be when they're going by you and they get close and they speed and they cause big wakes, and people don't care. I guess it's just the way of the world. They come out here to relax, and this is their relaxing, driving 60 miles an hour in a $100,000 speedboat. I need to go back up to Canada. I love Canada. I love Canada, but this was closer. So, all right, I'm gonna keep paddling. There'll be more vlogging. Okay, well, I survived that. Woo! That was something else. Big waves, beautiful day, lots of boat traffic. But see, look at the kayaks back on, and I am on the road. And think about this, I'm still in Idaho. Look at how this actually looks a lot like Wisconsin. Very rolling, lots of fields, and I know this is really irritating. Whatever is banging on the side of the car, I have checked all my straps, I rechecked them, and I checked them again, and it's still just, it's irritating, I know. But I am now going to a trail. It is, I think it's called the Coeur d'Alene Trail. It's a maybe 70, 100 mile paved trail. I got my road bike. I've done portions of it before. It's not like a hardcore trail, but it's one of those road biker friendly trails where you don't have to worry about traffic because all there are it's just a bike trail. So I'm going to get in some mileage before I try to find a spot to camp. This is going to be interesting because obviously this is not Canada. And okay, so this is interesting. I'm in, it's like Benoit. This is, I believe, the Indian reservation. I have 5 more miles I have to go, but yeah, this is a very, very poor community and just a little different, I always, you know, people ask me about traveling and doing this solo camping, and you know, Mr. Hilder is not a worldly traveler at all. I'm the traveler, and I do take precautions. You know, I got my wasp spray and my you know, and my other spray. I'm always aware. You know, my dad used to be a cop, so he has instilled in me to always be aware of your surroundings, of other people. You know, people, guys, vehicles. It's a different way to think. And in today's world, you have to think that way. Because, you know, I just remember when my dad was a cop, women would disappear. You know, I've lived through that. I haven't personally, but I've seen that happen. And these women, they just, they disappear, never to be found, or they are found and their bodies are mutilated. And you know, my dad, being a cop, he would tell me, he's like, you know what, they're gonna get you in the car and they're gonna rape you and they're gonna do whatever they want, and then they're gonna kill you. And he said, and the first thing you need to do is not get in anybody's car, ever. He said, I don't care if they have a gun to your head. The chances of them shooting you and hitting you is far outweighs you getting in that vehicle, because as soon as you get in that vehicle, you're dead. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Old timer. So he you know, he's instilled some safety measures, and believe it or not, I do. You know, Mr. Hilder may differ and say that I don't pay attention to anything, but I do, especially when I travel. I am acutely aware of who's watching me, where I am, and even when I drive through, you know, certain areas, I'll lock my doors. You have to. You have to. All right, where am I? I gotta pay attention here. Gotta look for the state park. So I just ran into some lost guy. He's as bad as me. He's like, I'm looking for my pickup truck. I've been biking all day. He had a bike with a little motor in it. Can you believe that? They make bikes now that have motors in it. Yeah. Guess you're not going to get much of a workout, but you get to enjoy the scenery. He was really nice. He was only about a quarter mile from his pickup truck, but he reminded me of me, because I'm looking for the other trail. Oh yeah, there, the Coeur d'Alene Trail. See, And I said, is it paved? He says, oh yeah, it's paved. He says, I went all the way to Harrison Lake and it's paved. He says, it's beautiful. So look at there it is. There it is. Oh, I'm so happy. I made it. Woo! And it's 6:30 at night, which means I've got about 6, 7, 8, about 2 hours to bike, which would be perfect because by the time I get back, I'll find a place to camp. And I'm actually in the campground, and I don't like paying to stay in the campground. So if I could sneak around and try to find a place, that'd be great. But awesome. I'm so happy I made it. That wasn't that painful either.